All right, I ain't gonna be on long. Let's talk heavy, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So apparently, Floyd Schofield, Jr. Pulled out the fight with Shakur Stevenson. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Bud interview. Ain't gonna be long. This may just be a whole Schofield thing, and I might just end up changing the thumbnail. I don't know. So I ain't gonna waste no time with you. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody on X, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and whatever else. And Twitch, excuse me. So they pulled out the fight. You know what I'm saying? We all know the Rain magazine that is published by Turkey Al-Sheikh, that is owned by Turkey Al-Sheikh. This is his card. This is one of the fights that people was looking for mostly on the card. They talked all that stuff about wanting to fight Shakur Stevenson and how they laughed upon it was better than Shakur Stevenson. Now we here. It says the Ring learned the WC champion, Shakur Stevenson, is hunting for a late replacement. Floyd Schofield has fallen ill and was pulled from the fight by the British Board of Boxing Control. According to source, two of the options being considered is Musum or whoever and Josh Patton. My thing is this. Ain't nothing wrong with that nigga, man. They did this shit on purpose. Coach said on his show he heard he had a leg injury. It was rumor that he put masseuse put a cream on him next door to a passport, all this stuff. Bro, I don't want to hear from these dudes again. I don't want to see them fight again. I think podcasters shouldn't get them an interview, shouldn't get them a platform. And I wish a lot of these YouTubers understood the power, or the media understood the power that we do have. Like, it's like a drug dealer. What do a drug dealer say back in the day? If I don't sell it, somebody else is going to sell it. Like, no, should nobody be interviewing certain dudes? For what? Y'all shouldn't go to certain fights at all. I feel that way for sure. If we all stick together, even if we don't see eye to eye on stuff, one thing we all should see eye to eye on is fugazi shit like this. This is one thing we all should see eye to eye on. Real talk. This is one thing that we all should see eye to eye on. You did all that shit. Even if he would have lost, I would have respected him sitting there taking his L like a man. Even some of y'all be like, "Oh, you wrong" in the comment section, and oh, you said this wrong, or woo woo woo. I can respect that. I can admit, like, okay, yeah, I was wrong, bro. Yeah, I was wrong. I got that wrong. My bad. And I think people respect that. Or somebody give you constructive criticism. Okay, cool. His daddy talked all that stuff. The son talked all that stuff. They stepped up, and Golden Boy looking real bad. Williams Zepeda refused to fight Shakur. Kid Austin refused to fight Shakur. They boss said Shakur one of the best fighters ever. And like I said, I just don't. They don't have any, testosterone. These dudes don't have no testosterone no more. These dudes don't have no heart. These dudes is made of gingerbread. They don't build athletes like they used to. How you gonna throw a rock and hide your hand? Made all these excuses. They ripped our passport. They did. You just was talking. They use this secure fight for publicity, and it should be all bad publicity for them going downhill. It shouldn't be no good publicity for the Schofields at this point. Mill City shouldn't. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from them. Shout out to Lathers in the super in the cash. I appreciate it, brother. I don't want to hear nothing from them. I don't want to hear nothing from them. I don't want to hear what happened. No, why do we need to know what happened? We know what happened. He refused to take the fight. Don't interview these guys. Don't give these guys a platform. Don't give these guys a platform. This is disgusting. And Shakur Stevenson knew they was going to pull out the fight. He knew it. He knew they was going to pull out this fight. You know, the Shakur Stevenson was very quiet to this whole build-up. He really ain't say much. He knew they wasn't going to fight. He knew Schofield wasn't going to be in the ring. They was just talking. Do you go from fighting your first 12-rounder? Remember the daddy said that it was originally supposed to be a 10-rounder. Remember the daddy said that, yeah, we were supposed to fight 10, and they switched to 12 on us at the last minute. Did you see his last performance? It was horrible. They had no intentions on ever taking this fight. None. And then Williams and Paytas rematching Tevin Farmer, which some people say it's pointless to rematch Tevin Farmer. He still don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. This is just where we at in boxing, bro. Tank going around here saying he don't care about being champion, undisputed, but it's easy to be undisputed. But his goal was to get out of poverty. He don't care no more. And a lot of these athletes are showing that they don't care about being a champion, about the sport. They just in it for the money. They're not in it to entertain. They ain't in it for the glory. They ain't in it to be the best. They in it to be the money. They in it for the money. They in it for the celebrity. They in it for the notoriety. That's what they in it for. They in it for the wrong reasons. That's why you see so many NBA players, they get out there and they don't want to play. It's not a passion. It's not a passion. It's not a passion. They doing it for money and, for celebrity. It is not a passion. They are not passionate about this shit no more. They don't care nothing about the name on the back of the jersey, their family name no more. They don't care about Nathan. They even if the clout is bad clout, they just bask in the clout. I don't want to hear nothing from the Holyfields again, bro. I don't want to hear it. You can't sit here and run your mouth and people looking forward to the fight, couple days for the fight, you get out of there. Pathetic. We need to get back to the best fighting the best and Shakur. All right. These dudes don't care nothing about the sport. Nothing. They don't care shit about the sport no more, bro. Now this man don't got an opponent. Now they got to go dig up an opponent, which it should have been a late replacement regardless. Come on. This was an epic letdown. This was an epic letdown. It ain't like we ain't see it coming. If I'm Turkey Ala Sheik, I do no more deals with the Holyfields. I do no more deals with the Hofields. None. Fotex, salute. Jay Hardaway, salute. Hardaway. Louders, appreciate the cash app. He said, Box continues to work my last nerve. Dude, talk all that noise and pull out about sick. Dude probably can't make the weight or don't like the money he get. No, he get money. He don't want the ass whooping that's coming. Tank do the same thing. Tank talk all that shit. Tank talk all that shit. But then when it come down to fight somebody, he like, nah. What is he doing? I'm like, man, there's certain dudes you just tired of. DL87 salute. The dad said Shakur team put some cream on his son. What man ain't talking about the masseuse? Like, man, get out of here, man. Fuck out of here. Cyber salute. See what the hell is going on with Floyd literally 4 days ago, bro. And he pulled this shit. Better be an injury or something. He ain't shit wrong with that nigga. That nigga don't want an ass whooping. The Auntie Hofield and his Hofield ass son. I don't want to hear shit from them niggas again, bro. Hofield credit goes to CJ. Absolutely. I don't want to hear that shit no more, bro. Shakur called it a minute. He knew it. Kaz, he knew it, bro. No, that nigga Chokefield. Chokefield. Shout out Floyd Hofield. Shout out to Adonis. Salute Modern Bruce. Hofield. I swear I ain't even about to be on long, bro. But I'll send you a link. Hold on. I ain't even about to be on long. Cause low key, I'm about to finish watching hopefully Cobra Kai. Invincible been fired too. When X-Men 97 coming back on? He said Richard Hiss say Schofield is a hoe. He should not be able to compete for a long time. I agree with that. Tay Jones said going over to Saudi trying to lose weight for a week. Somebody found out. That nigga ain't trying to lose it. No one knows what really happened to Kid. Also, I'm hearing the speculation, not fact. Why not? Well, shut the fuck up, Ellie Setback. Shut up. Ain't shit wrong with that nigga, man. I don't care what doctor that nigga find, Kevorkian, Sporkian. You know, I don't care what doctor that nigga find. Ain't shit wrong with that nigga. Excuse me. Ain't nothing wrong with that nigga, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that dude, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Man, like, I'm telling you, dude, athletes is terrible. Athletes are terrible. I put it in the chat, bro. Athletes are terrible, bro. These athletes today don't care about nothing. Yeah, this shit crazy, Brian. You at the WC lightweight rankings, ain't nobody that's going to ready to take this fighter's replacement. Maybe Maxie Hughes. So Masusa Gulam or Josh Padley. Kid, they probably on the undercard. Kid Hofield, box career is over. Stock up, excuses to pull out. Yeah, man, fuck that nigga, man. Dude, pathetic and a fraud. Daddy shouldn't have ran his mouth. Heartbreaking, to be honest. Was really looking forward to this. Yeah, everybody was looking forward to this fight. This is the reason why I was about to watch this shit for real. I like Eggy Cabal too, though. He said, Modern Bruce say, appreciate you in the cash app with super chat. He said, Granddaddy should have spilled daddy on the floor. You ain't lying. This is just pathetic. You can't talk all that noise. And you can't talk all that noise, bro. You cannot talk all that noise. You can't talk all that noise. Now, when the last time Shakur fight? What if they can't find a replacement? When's the last time this brother fought? So last time he fought was last July. So I don't be understanding boxing, dog. Like, men really don't want to compete no more. Like, athletes don't want to compete. I'll let the whole field start. Yeah, man, I'm Turkey. I ain't working with them niggas no more. It's all bad at the moment, J. Hart. We seen Schofield miss his chair in the corner. Chuck, salute. What's going on, bro? He said these niggas ducking Shakur. Niggas ducking everybody, bro. Ain't no more masculinity in sports. None. Ain't no more masculinity in sports, bro. These dudes don't have a passion for this no more. It's just money. It's just for sure. It's like when you see these players in the offseason in the NBA, they shooting all these jump shots in the offseason. They editing this workout footage. And then come the regular season, right? Niggas can't even hit a fucking jump shot. But they showed all these edited workout films of them shooting jump shots. It's just the aesthetics. A lot of people just happy to be in the NBA or just happy to be saying they boxers because it look cool. This ain't no passion, bro. It ain't no passion. This generation don't care about nothing. They don't take pride in their work. They don't take pride in nothing, bro. This is why when you go out here and you order a basic cheeseburger, fucking 16-year-old, 20-year-old can't even make a basic cheeseburger no more. They don't take pride in nothing. They don't want to work. They think everything, social media and program these people that everything is given to you. And what they don't understand is it's a highlight reel. It's like watching a very boring fight. This is social media. It's like watching a boring ass fight. And somebody edited with all the highlights in a boring fight to make it look like an actually good fight. But once you look at the fight, it was terrible. But they show you the highlights. It was lit. It was somebody who edited the Spence and Crawford fight. And if you look at this edit, if you look at the edit, you would think it was a competitive fight. It wasn't. It was not a competitive fight. That's what this sports shit is. That's what social media is. I put the link in the group chat, bro. I put it in the chat where you put your link at. We're tricking everybody in there. It's in that chat. That's what it is. Social media is the highlight of everybody's life. It's a highlight. Don't show none of the bad shit. A bad bitch on a vacation. Like, oh, she in Cancun and she got a bad, but you don't see how she did that. She had to be on list crawler for a month just to go on that trip. Or she was some scamming Nigerian or some fat old white dude or black dude or some sugar daddy to be on that trip. But you just seeing the residuals. You just seeing the good part. You ain't see all the nasty shit she had to do. Hoes going over to Dubai getting pissed and poo-pooed on. They don't show that part of it. It was all bad at the moment. He said, that's when we see Schofield in his corner chair. I'm at that one. You don't see that part. That's social media. They show you all the good highlights, but none of the ugly part of it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. He said this shit is wild. We talk cash money shit. Wait till last minute to pull up. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see them motherfuckers fight again. I don't want to hear nothing from the daddy, from the mama, from the auntie, from the son. If I'm Turkey, I don't work with them no more. But what you think about it, bro?
I've never seen the kid fight. I've only heard his daddy talk, man. So, knowing the name based off of the father's talking, he should be blacklisted. That's how I feel about it. Unless there's a tangible evidence proving reason why this kid can't fight, it's a duck. It's a duck of major proportions. Anytime you duck 3-4 days before a fight, you're a fucking coward.
He been over there for 3 weeks too, I think he said.
Man, you don't get food poisoning over there. You don't ever hear about people getting food poisoning over there. And that's the crazy thing about this, man. Just admit you're not ready for the fight.
And nobody expected you to be ready for this type of fight at this point. You all talked yourself into this fight.
Yep. And now you may not ever be able to get a fight.
Especially with Turkey Al-Sheikh being the pipeline in boxing.
He's monopolized it. So, I mean, it's like burning Vince McMahon at the peak of his powers.
So he bought 13% of the zone.
Yep.
Or that's going through. He bought the Ring magazine. You know what's next. He gonna buy a sanctioned belt body soon. One or two of them.
No, what they're gonna do, that UFC backed boxing league is coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so him and Dana White are collabing, and I've heard more than what the news is reporting. That shit's gonna be a go by 2025. I mean 2026. That's gonna disrupt every fucking thing. It's probably gonna be a piece of Top Rank. To be honest with you, with Top Rank falling to the wayside with ESPN, there's nobody left, bro. It's been consolidated.
It's his own. That's it. Everybody will end up on his own. And with Top Rank, like you know, they financial, they stock it lies in a footage, they fight library, and then they real estate.
Yeah, and considering the fact that the Zone put out a $26 pay-per-view, bro, they're resetting the marketplace. And
I might buy that. I think I'm gonna buy that.
I bought it this morning.
I just don't. The only reason I ain't buy it now because I don't know if I'm gonna be at the crib to watch it, but I'm probably gonna buy it.
Yeah, I bought it this morning, and I mean,
too many good fights. Too many good fights on one card.
Right, and I'm telling you, when I was a kid in the '80s, early '90s, pay-per-views were more expensive than $26.
$50, right? 40 or 50,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, 50 sometimes.
But the cars look just like this.
Exactly.
I remember like fight parties being thrown at the crib. The fights look just like this.
So this is a major marketing move, and it's a thumb in the eye to groups like the PBC, who charge $90 for shit. And so this kid Schofield, I like I said, I've never seen the kid fight. It's the daddy talking. The daddies make this shit terrible. That's why I said what I said on that super chat. The daddy's father should have spilled his ass on the floor. That motherfucker talked too much shit, bro.
Yeah, I'd never seen him fight live, but I went and did a film study on the Patreon. I mean, he just remind you of Sean Porter.
Oh, so there's no skill there.
I just say he remind you of Sean Porter. Really wild, rugged, super duper athletic,
but no real skill.
I would just say rugged. Like,
listen, I'm gonna cut to the chase, nigga. Shit.
Yeah, just real rugged guy that's getting off by athleticism. I would say that,
Bro, listen, unless that nigga caught an amoeba and he shitting blood, there's no excuse for this. Most real champions would fight sick. And
he ain't a champion, but who knows if he ever gets another championship shot though.
What's mentality, bro?
That's true.
This is what I'm saying. You're 4 days away from a fight. 4 days and you call it?
And I'm pretty sure they paid him pretty handsomely to be over there.
Well, shit, I would want my money back quickly. And I just called on people that chopped up that reporter to get that money.
This is just
Is that too soon? I'm sorry.
He said, "What's up with Tank calling Bud a rat?" Man, I don't get into that, bro. Listen, Tank just don't want to fight nobody, and that's fine and dandy.
Tank a juicy boy, man. Just leave it there. He a juicy boy.
When I see him slapping his hip, twerking in the kitchen, I'm like, they should call a dealer saying, "Man, you got to understand, man. Most of these fights, Patsy, you can't call no PBC fighter. They ain't never ready. They don't know when them niggas fighting."
Nah, Terence Crawford, a man. He is especially a man in today's era of boxing. He's a man.
Man, but slap the shit out of Tank ass. Nigga better slap. Man, that nigga Tank went blow for blow with a bartender. Y'all think I'm bullshit. I'm going to re-pull that story up.
I remember that. It was in Houston.
Yeah, it was whatever. He went blow for blow with a bartender, bro. Like, it didn't say he knocked out the bartender. This nigga went blow for blow. You got to understand, this nigga is about as big as your foot, bro.
Man, I drove up to, I was listening to that cigar, was it where Terence Crawford had the interview?
Cigar Najee. Yeah, they shot that in Detroit.
Yeah. I was 47 miles outside of Tulsa this morning when I was listening to that interview, and I fucking spun my truck out in the ditch.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, that's snowing? Nigga, hey, you ever seen Game of Thrones? That shit look like the wall.
Yeah, oh, you talking about Kings
Yeah,
Fall, Kings Fall.
Kings Fall. No,
Where they,
I was in Henrietta.
I'm talking about Kings. What they call it, the North in
Yeah, the North. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
the
talking
North.
about the wall. I'm talking about
Yeah, going towards the wall where the little
yeah,
fucking things was
yeah.
at. Yeah,
That shit look like the wall and beyond the wall where the never ending winter is. Cause that, hey,
yeah, you can't, you gotta. It's a certain way you gotta drive in the snow for sure.
bro, I know how to drive in the snow. It was an inch thick sheet of ice on those
Yeah,
roads. Yeah, it was bad. And I got a 2-wheel. I don't have a 4-wheel, so I had to turn around.
even a 4-wheel you'll spin out on them, but like ice,
Right.
the ice is unpredictable.
But they shut down 75 too, so I wasn't getting in the Tulsa. I had, booked a hotel and all that.
That's why them niggas like in Minnesota and shit put like chains on their tires and shit.
Yeah, but this
When you drive,
Schofield,
when you driving on ice, is like you really can't hit the brake. It's a
nah, I
wrap.
don't.
Once you hit that brake, once you hit
Nah,
that
man.
brake, sometimes you hit that black ice and it's a wrap. It ain't nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, for about 50 miles, I had to drive 50, 60 miles. I had to drive really slow.
Yeah, you
And
better off.
then
You were better off just getting a hotel room where I call it. Fuck it.
the part of Oklahoma I was in wasn't a hotel room in sight. Shit, so I made it back to Dallas like 4 o'clock, and then another hour to the house, another hour and a half to the house, man. So shit.
He's last that me and my brother was just talking about today that these athletes have no passion for the sport, boxing, basketball, especially. Yeah, football a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't have a passion for it no more. A lot of it got to do with men
They're
teach.
fed early. They don't.
Yeah,
They don't have adversity, man.
yeah, and then women shield children from adversity. That's why they say you don't need your mother after a certain age. After
Yeah.
the age of 9 or 10, women naturally try to protect their kids from adversity. The father shows their children how to get through adversity. That's why the man is so important. So you got a lot of single mothers raising kids that's why when you see like feminine men, they avoid a lot of feminine men avoid controversy. They avoid conflict. Now it's a way to avoid conflict, but it's a way not to avoid conflict as well too. Some
That's why.
motherfuckers some people just turn and go the other way, but it's a way. Sometimes dealing with conflict head on, it really shows you how to kind of diffuse the
Builds
situation.
character, man.
Build character to diffuse situation. But women are naturally cowards. Women are not built to be brave or strong. They're naturally cowards. So guess what? If they raising the children, they teaching the children to be naturally cowards. But that's the whole. Women are not built to be brave. It's just that's not in their DNA.
Yeah, that's why I've been called confrontational pretty much my whole life because I will address some shit.
You have to.
Yeah,
You can't address everything that you see, but there's certain things you must address. If you don't address, then it's a wrap. Like at work, that one motherfucker that be talking, you got to check that motherfucker sometime. Like, hold on, motherfucker, and then all of a sudden they fall in line. So like it's certain things and that's what a masculine figure teaches you how to deal with that conflict, bro. Like, but women are naturally cowards.
Yeah,
And that's just who they are, and that's what they're supposed to be, So make Floyd Canelo fight look entertaining. Yeah, an edit can make you look good. I mean, look at the bitches on social media with the edited and the Photoshop and the angles and shit. Man, you meet a lot of these women in person, you will have more confidence than Rick James hired a motherfucking orgy, nigga. Like, bro, like that's why I be saying the woman in person versus the woman that's online is totally different, bro. I don't put no stock in these hoes. He said, why y'all block him? I ain't block you, bro.
hey, I put a picture in a group chat. That's the man that raised me in 1970.
Hell no. Your dad like he ain't taking no. He's looked the same too, like a motherfucker.
I know. Shit, my dad did. Hey, like I said, there's stories.
He's also needs to be fined. I mean, fine ain't enough. A nigga need to be banned. Tank said Bush should see him. And man, remember when the Charlo seen him at the Barclays Centers? He started running at the weigh in. Like, I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
Man, listen, Juicy Boy. I don't even. Honestly, Tank, Al Heyman, they're going to be in a year. They're going to be completely isolated from the sport of boxing. I would not be surprised if that dude retires because there won't be any more pick-me fights.
That's why he said he retiring.
He
said he retiring after this year.
Really?
Yeah, he said he's retiring.
Yeah, that's a pussy ass career.
Yeah, he said that I need some time away. I've been doing this since I was 7. He's just trying to let everybody
Man,
fight each other and then try to come back. Like, man, we already know his finances not in order. You know that more than than anybody.
man, that motherfucker ain't fought nobody that you can define as critical to a career. Not one person. He hasn't fought one person. Only ignorant ass niggas follow that type of motherfucking fighter. They don't know
Yeah.
shit about the sport.
And then when he fought Jose Pedraza, he didn't even beat Edner Cherry. I don't think he deserved to be world champion when he beat Jose Pedraza. When Pedraza, Pedraza didn't beat Edner Cherry. And unfortunately, his career went, he had to retire because he had a heart issue. But I don't feel like Pedraza had beat Edner Cherry. That was just
I
my
think,
opinion.
I think a
But
lot of these fighters got heart issues. Shit.
but
Man, it's just real, dude. It's just you're right. It's a different, these people today are just different. They have no real passion. And if there's not a bell curve on what they do, then they won't do it.
yeah,
You know,
they don't take pride in their work, bro. Like they don't
but
take
everything
pride in
they
their work.
do is based on a bell curve. They're not doing it the way cats that did it a generation or two ago.
Well, and even not even just that, they not even like improving. Like it's just
Stagnation.
yeah, and it's like when you look at I was listening to Eddie Hearn talk about he asked Floyd Mayweather like, about his conditioning. And he said, Floyd wasn't doing all this high fly short. They would just do ground, floor work, push ups, sit ups in the ring and calisthenics and stuff. And all these dudes doing all this special stuff. And they, it's not like they improving on what's already been there. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like
Sometimes the essential basics are the best. You don't have to do anything scientific. Some shit just works. You know, you remember that. You remember this is how bad the state of boxing was before Alice Sheik stepped in. You remember I sent you something a few years ago that had calculated the value of the entire sport of boxing at around $700 million.
yeah, I remember that.
Dude, every other major sport in the world is worth billions of dollars, but the sport of boxing doesn't is not worth $700 million and doesn't produce $1 billion in revenue.
And it's
Well,
international compared to Major League
that's
Baseball.
total. That's the
Yeah,
total
no.
sport.
I'm just like, yeah, that's what I said. And it's international compared to you comparing it to national sports.
Right, right. And so people talk about, yeah, I'm getting this money. How are y'all getting this money when nobody's generating any money? It doesn't make sense. You're
Yeah, it's
lying.
not it's not sustainable.
Exactly. And so what Turkey Al Sheik is doing, he's resetting the market. Yeah, he's paying high on the front end, but I'm telling you, if they put this boxing league together from the parent company of the UFC, TKO, yes, TKO, and Turkey Al Sheik is the financial backer, it's a wrap. I mean, it's a total wrap. And boxing will be a completely monopolized thing. The zone will
It should
provide the
be, aka
yeah,
aka dictatorship.
yeah. It should be just like every other sports league in the world. You know, I know the soccer leagues are different, overseas, but United States we do pretty well with dynastic leagues. And
The thing with the Middle East is they want to be they need an attraction to complete they industrialization.
right,
That's why they're trying
well,
to buy the soccer leagues and they kind of like where the zone was trying to get something sport on they trying to get something to start off with. And I think them getting boxing is like, okay, we're gonna get this to start off with and we
well,
gonna
they still trying to cover up for that whacking of that reporter, bro. I'm telling you, that shit was a major problem. That shit was a major issue because of the way that shit went down. And all these acquisitions didn't start until after that occurred. And they had so much backlash over it. You know, um, yeah, Saudi is not a destination that most people can afford to go to, though. So they have to diversify it and put these leagues in different locations.
that's why when you travel over there for media, they give you all type of gifts like watches and shit. They gift you a lot of stuff when you actually make that trip over there. You cover those things. They gift you with a lot of valuable stuff. You don't come over there empty handed as media. unless you just a disrespectful motherfucker. Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of them dudes get a valuable watch. I ain't talking about no cheap shit neither.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they take care of their people.
Plus, you don't want to be disrespectful over there anyway. They'll hang you
Yeah.
by your balls.
Yeah, they laxed a lot of the laws over there, but yeah, if you media, you really should read up on the culture, and what's disrespectful and what's respectful. Like if I was talking to Wallace and media about going over there, I would kind of told him like, yeah, you can't spit on the ground and all that, but I would just say I would just read up on their customs, learn a little bit of their language.
I've seen videos where they've hog-tied their slaves because they still have slavery there.
Well, that's the original. That's the Mecca. That's the origin of slave trade. That's where
it's not the origin. No, it's not the origin of the slave trade. It's just they were one of the cultures that slave traded.
Yeah, Middle East, right?
Yeah, they were one, but slavery pre-existed the Middle East by far much longer. Slavery's been around in every culture at every level since the inception of time. But yeah, the Middle Eastern slave trade predates the European slave trade by 700 years.
Yeah,
But
I figured that.
they still have slaves there. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
So I've seen video where they literally had a guy suspended from the ceiling, tied up, hog-tied, and they were whooping the shit out of this dude. They were torturing the guy.
They be some angry little motherfuckers too.
Hey, sound like little dick syndrome to me.
That's it. Remember that chick you told me to hook you up? I met her the other day. Finally, I'll let you kind of know. I gotta get some pictures. My girl about to pull up, but she's cool. But like I said before, I finally met her. But like I was saying, like she don't want to go back home.
No, she become a slave instantly.
Yeah. He said we knew this though. They can't be Shakur always pulling out. Yeah.
If she's straight, I could save her.
I think it sound like Corey Holcomb and shit, but yeah, let's talk about the blood.
Nigga, at this age, I am Corey Holcomb. Nigga, shit. This is real talk. At this point in life, I'm straight up ass Corey Holcomb. I ain't got no quarter for these motherfuckers no more, man. All that good guy shit is out the door. Do what I say and get the fuck out.
Yeah, no tolerance. But yeah, so yeah, he did this interview. He talked about a number of things, and one of the major things Bud talked about in this particular interview was kind of how the narrative started against him when he moved up to 47 and he didn't sign with PBC. That was an issue, and
well, we both remember when it started. We were there. Yeah. We had channels. That's what we were talking about.
And it split black people up more than anything. But my whole thing about it was only way I can really not justify what he did is like to the point where PBC offered him a bunch of money to come over there with the promise of getting why would I take a deal that's lesser than what Top Rank has offered me, and it's no promise that I'm gonna get this fight that I want.
Yeah.
So that was my thing about it, and I think he was hurt. I think he was hurt by that. I think that hurt him that his own people turned on him. Go ahead.
On those issues, man, that's why I was always down the middle, always, looking at it from both ends. Never, I wouldn't lean one way or the other. It was the biggest fight at welterweight at that time. And what I started to notice over time was that the PBC were the violators of this whole situation. They're the ones that kept pushing it out. They were the ones that kept bullshitting. And when it's all said and done, look who came out on top, and look who's sitting at the bottom.
And all they did was waste his time, and it wasn't even like they were making fights with their own guys.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't making the fights with Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, and when Bud kind of started coming to scene, they started to put Danny and Sean together, and they started to drag out things and stuff of that nature. But I think it really hurt him when his people turned against him, and it's like to the point where they set his career back 2 or 3 years. He probably should be getting his Canelo fight 2 years ago. In reality, or 3 if you don't include the pandemic year, that threw some stuff off too.
Let's call it what it really fucking is. It was a certain group of niggas that did that shit, that kind of led that shit.
But my thing is this: even with them certain group of dudes, it's just to the point. Like, what was your angle? You claim to be pro-black, but you
Yeah.
wasn't pro-black. You did more attacking of a black man than they ever did on with Canelo, and he got caught for pigs.
Now, CJ, they weren't pro-black. They were just being black,
That's true.
and that's the reality of it all. They were just being what motherfuckers have been the entire time. And so now I'm glad to see Terence Crawford is proving himself as the best fucking welterweight in that era, one of the best that's ever fought. I've already put down my case that he's a better fighter than Floyd Mayweather ever was.
He spoke on that too, and he basically said that he would never say he never sized up Floyd, and that he
Right.
never looked at fighting Floyd. It's a respect thing. I feel him.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. And he doesn't have to be the one to judge that. It's for the fan. It's for the analyst and people who really have a vested interest in viewing boxing. But you know, if he beats Canelo, let's say he beats Canelo, there you can't compare the two.
What's up crazy is I put a poll up and I asked people who has the most consecutive boxing world welterweight title defenses. Most people guessed Floyd Mayweather. That was 41%.
That's how fucking whitewashed people are. They don't study the history of the sport.
Historically, Henry Armstrong. Then I believe it's Felix Trinidad, and I think third is a guy named Pino Cuevas.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, so third is a guy. So I've been doing these trivia things. So
Floyd Mayweather versus Henry Armstrong.
That's good work. Henry Armstrong. I mean, they need to go up to like middleweight and win a title.
But we just talk now. We're not even talking about moving up and down. We just talking about style.
But even when you talk about moving up and down, that gives you an idea how tough he is, bro.
Right.
like that's what usually kind of define people. When you able to move up and still like that's what make Usyk like cement him in this era as a great fighter. Because his ability to be outweighed, that shows the difference between him and Wilder. Yeah, Wilder had the physical attributes, but Usyk had the IQ and the skill. And even a guy that outweighed him by 50, 60 pounds couldn't push him back.
For those that don't know, universally by boxing experts, Henry Armstrong is considered the second greatest boxer to ever do it.
I mean, yeah, him, Sugar Ray Robinson is, I think,
Sugar Ray Robinson number one.
I mean, even Muhammad Ali said that. I mean,
yeah.
Just some of the things that he was able to do in the ring. I mean,
but Henry Armstrong,
he caught a body in that bitch, dog. Yeah. And he was never the same. He was never the same after he caught that body.
Yeah, he was never the same. Listen, let's keep this. Let's keep this real. I know a lot about Sugar Ray Robinson. Y'all gotta understand something. Sugar Ray Robinson didn't lose his second fight till he was 37. Do y'all understand how badass this nigga was?
And then when he clipped the nigga with the left hook, he had a dream he killed the guy. He clipped him with the left hook. I think he snapped like the cord in his neck or something with the left hook. I forget the name. Yeah, like it's crazy, bro. Like
Gennaro, I think the name.
Yeah,
I think it was something like that. I forget the name slips every now and then.
Yeah, like and then he had the Valentine's Day Massacre. I mean, him and Jake LaMotta had some. Jake LaMotta was a tough son of a bitch too, dude.
Six fights.
He said, when he finally beat him, what was the quote that he said?
He said, "You never knock me down."
The other one. When he finally beat him, he said, "I watched Sugar so much, I got diabetes."
Yep.
My favorite quote in boxing, I swear to God, custom motto. I ain't that he said this about a black fighter, but this is my favorite quote when he said about Floyd Patterson. He said he has the chin of a poet. That will always forever be my fucking favorite quote. He says he's a great fighter, but he has the chin of a poet.
He wasn't
so, that's my favorite fucking quote in boxing history, bro.
When I had when we had Lion Killer going, or World Break, I think it was World Break I did it on. World Breaker.
Hold on. Let me do the honorary thing.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
I didn't hear you.
You didn't see the video?
No. What happened?
I played with
I'm gonna have to turn my TV on to see.
Oh, you good? I played it when Blue Blood got pressed on your live. Your face was.
Oh yeah, that shit was hilarious.
On your face.
Hey, I say, Blue, you all right? Everything all right, bro?
As long as I'm alive, that video will live, bro. I swear to God, as long as I'm alive, that video will live, bro.
No, I don't know where the fuck that shit is. I probably deleted that shit.
I kept that.
You recorded that whole shit?
Man, bro, I kept that clip, bro. I sent it to you. I kept that clip. He said, don't be looking at my baby moms.
I just remember that nigga was stuttering more. He was stuttering more than usual.
That nigga said, "What you looking at, man? You looking at my baby mom?" You're like, "Nah, man."
No. Shit.
Your face was funny as a motherfucker. He was like, "You all right, Blue?"
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta end the stream. Appreciate you, bro.
All right,
Appreciate
man.
y'all. Peace.
All right.